Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to Make It Make Sense. We're doing another segment, another video where we're talking about celebrities and their comings and goings, and we must celebrate. We must celebrate because that's what they want us to do anyway, for the people that understand instead of overstanding a situation. So we're going to say cheers, 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 cheers to Will Smith for having bad behavior and getting rewarded for it. Cheers to him. So that's what the elite wants you to do, to keep us off other things that they're probably trying to do. Because from just my perspective, I think it was a ritual being performed. Some type of ritual that was dealing with a lot of anger, a lot of frustration to uphold another deity. That's just my thoughts, okay? My conspiracy theory, people get with it. Because really the Oscars, the Grammys, the Billboard Awards, all of it's satanic. All of it's rigged up, and it just is what it is. All right, do your research, people. And I just found it really, really weird that Chris or any black man seeing another black man getting ready to attack them. I find it very weird that Chris, almost like he was leaning in, holding his stance and waiting for Will to slap him, like he knew what was coming up. So I really think it was rigged up, and it was a part of a ritual being performed before our own eyes. You know, what is definitely you see, it could be as an optical illusion and not really what's going on. Like, he did get slapped, but it was a reason why, and it wasn't the reason why people think, meaning he was taking up for Jada. So I'm like, he should have slapped Chris, 10 years ago or 6 years ago when Chris Rock was making a joke about Jada, but he didn't go up there and do it. I'm like, did they trigger him? Did he go all MK Ultra or something and jumped into this other person that was going to be fierce, go up there, put hands on somebody and walk away, and no cops are going to be called? Really? Because the cops were there. They were there for crowd control, I'm pretty sure. But at the end of all things, Chris did not press charges. Now, what person that you know that's going to get assaulted in front of millions or billions of people watching the Oscars awards and not do something about that? Please, Will should have been in handcuffs, down to the ground, and dragged out, kicking and screaming. And he damn sure shouldn't have been there accepting no award for something he won for being in a movie, King Richards or whatever. So that was a complete mess. But those are my thoughts, my opinions. Y'all get down in those comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think after I read this commentary of what a journalist wrote up on the story. Okay, we're going to get it from tvline.com. That's tvline, line.com. They had a Rebecca wrote the article, and she basically titled it, Will Smith banned from Oscars for 10 years for slapping Chris Rock at 2022 ceremony. Okay. And Will Smith has his comments in here as well. Now, do y'all really think that 10 years was enough for that big old slap? Or should he have gotten some court time as well as some jail time and not paying fines or anything of that nature? Because if you're an everyday Joe G, you'll go out there and think they're going to slap somebody that's getting on their nerves, and they're not going to go to jail. I tell you, the double standards in our society and how privyness runs rampant. But anyway, it goes on to say the infamous slap stunned a lot more than anyone thought. Following his slap of Chris Rock at the Oscars, Will Smith has been banned from all Academy events, including the annual presentation of the Oscars, for 10 years, the Academy of Motion Pictures, Art, and Science announced on Friday. Now, of course, we do know Will put in his resignation a few days ahead of this decision and kind of like set the tone of how he wanted it to go. Now, who can do that? Who can do that? Nobody. Okay? Nobody. But Will got away with it. So I'm like, wouldn't it be befitting to have taken his Oscar as well, because I'm sure the Academy has rules and regulations of behavior and how you're supposed to conduct yourself, and Will failed miserably. So, of course, you probably don't even want to make no movies or anything. You probably just want to relax for the next 10 years. So they just, they should have been, Will Smith is indefinitely, from this point on going forward, is not a part of the club anymore. But they didn't say that. They just said 10. And 10 is a significant number because it means completion. So, what's really going on behind that scene that happened at the Oscars? And Will was allowed to go to an after party that Variety magazine was hosting. So, you go up there and slap somebody, alright? Then you get to partake of everything going on with the celebration. You get to receive your award for 1. You get to do your acceptance speech for 2. And you get to party after everything is said and done. 3. You're kidding me. Get the fuck out of here. It's rigged up, people. It's rigged up. But going back to the article, it says, in its own statement, the Academy said of its decision, the 94th Oscars were meant to be a celebration of many individuals in our community who did incredible work this past year. However, those moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibited on stage. But yet, you all let him continue with everything like nothing had happened. Now, where does that fault lie, Academy? Where does that fault lie? Going back to the article, it says, during our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and our Academy family around the world, and we fell short, unprepared for the unprecedented. Today, the Board of Governors convened a meeting to discuss how best to resolve or respond to Will Smith's actions at the Oscars. In addition to accepting his resignation, the board has decided for a period of 10 years from April 8th, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. Of note, Will Smith, coming off this year's Oscar win for his role or leading role in King Richard, next will be seen in director Antoine Fuqua's Emancipation, which is based on a true story and follows a slave who joins the Union Army. The speculation is, for at least was, that Emancipation would net Smith another nomination for the 2023 Oscars. We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. The Academy statement continued. We also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners for their poise and grace during our telecast. This action we are taking today in response to Will Smith's behavior is a step towards a larger goal of protecting the safety of our performers and guests and restoring the trust in the Academy. The statement concluded, we also hope that this can begin a time of healing and restoration for all involved and impacted. Hell, the only person that really involved and impacted was Chris Rock, his face. Okay, it swole up and all that. Could have dislocated his jaw. But again, we as the Academy, meaning they, not we as in me, awarded for bad behavior. So really, this situation of 10 years does nothing to Will. And how they see black actor and actresses are pitiful anyway. And I don't know why black artists want to showcase themselves hanging and being affiliated with the arts. Because if my memory serves me correctly, Denzel won an Oscar showing him as a dope dealer, a lower class of society, a pimp, prostituting people, making people have access to illegal drugs that were deadly to one community, which is the black race, killing us softly. All right. And we had Will Smith demeaning blacks in a way of the actions that he took on stage when he felt Chris Rock was telling too many personal jokes about his wife and he couldn't take it anymore. So he had to go up there and defend her. I mean, why do we tell children not to be worried about other children picking at them and don't seek violence towards them. But yet adults go out there and do the same thing that they're teaching their kids not to do. Now, how stupid is that? Then we got Halle Berry. She won her Oscar for Monsters. What was it? Monsters Ball or something, where she was playing a hooker or something. Where she was sucking off or getting off a white actor. Forget his name, but that was the degrading type Oscar win for her. But no, Denzel couldn't win for A Man on Fire or John Q. I mean, come on, those were really prolific type films and was tugging at the heartstrings regarding humanity and how insurances treat lower class citizens, especially when it comes to medical procedures and medical conditions. So I just find it totally piss poor for those two recognitions, those two black entities would get praise and worship for those two ridiculous roles. So it just is what it is. Let me see. And that's really was pretty much it about the whole thing. And the whole joke surrounded it says the now infamous slap occurred more than 2 hours into March 27th Oscars broadcast after Rocks made a G.I. Jane joke aimed at Jada Pinkett Smith, who is bald and has previously spoken publicly about her hair loss condition called alopecia. Not long after the incident, Smith won the Best Actor award for his work in King Richards and delivered an emotional acceptance speech where he apologized to the Academy and his fellow nominees. However, he did not apologize to Chris Rock until the next day. So you just tell me, it really was piss poor on all parties involved. But y'all get down in those comments and y'all let me know what y'all thought about the issue. Did y'all think it was staged? Did you think the Academy did the right thing, or should they have done more? Do you think Will should be embarrassed for his part he played in it? Do y'all even think it was a ritual? I would like to know. So get down in those comments and let our sister know. And if you like this commentary, I do other commentary on my other show. It's called Deb Chanel's 48th World. It's DEB as in boy, Chanel, SHANEL, 48, meaning the number, world. Go check out that channel. I have a lot of more laughs and enjoyable moments over there. But it's pretty much featured around Atlanta stars. Really the housewives of Atlanta. And I'm sure you would definitely get your Kiki on over there. So that's all I have for this particular video. And like I said, please get down in those comments. Let me know how y'all felt about subject matter that was presented on the show today. And definitely share my videos out, as well as subscribe to the channel and like my videos. And I'll see y'all next time. Good night.